friends. It's morning here. I was getting ready to have my breakfast and I was going to have an avocado with some toast and tomato, and this is really not, my avocado's brown. It's not real bad. It's just I don't like to eat them when they're that way on a sandwich, so I usually cut that off. So I'm thinking I'm going to make some avocado brownies. That way it doesn't matter if they're brown, because actually they're still good when they're that way, but they're not very appetizing. So anyway, I'm going to plan B and I'm going to make some avocado brownies. So the first thing I'm going to do is mash up my avocado. And I'm going to mash it really fine so that there aren't a whole lot of big pieces in there. So I'll be back when that's done. Put a banana in here too. Added one banana, and it was a fairly ripe banana, but not overly ripe. So I'm going to mash that up real fine too, along with the avocado. And I actually made ice cream out of this once. And I added a couple kiwis to it, and some milk, and some coconut, a little bit of coconut oil, so that when you freeze it, it doesn't freeze hard as a rock. And it was such good ice cream. Alright, so I have here a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a half of vanilla. So I'm going to use that. Now I don't like real sweet bakery, and last year I grew stevia, which I probably shouldn't have done because it's green. It's not like the stevia that you buy in the store that's, you know, nice and white. So it's green and it's very sweet, and I'm going to be adding some of this to my brownies since the avocado and everything's green. And I'm going to add my 2 cups of flour. I should have done this in a separate bowl, but I didn't. But I want to make sure all the ingredients are well incorporated. So, there's that. That looks good. I'm sure you've all figured out by now I'm kind of a cook by the seat of your pants kind of cook. And usually the things turn out, but they don't always. So this is my milk and my vanilla. In that goes. Okay, I did add another 1/4 cup of Hershey's cocoa to this, because when I got it mixed up, it looked really light for brownies. So altogether, that's 3/4 of a cup of Hershey's cocoa. And I'm going to add walnuts to mine. You can add chocolate chips. That's a little too much chocolate for me. So I'm going to put in about a cup, 3/4 of a cup, however much you like, of walnuts. I like walnuts in my brownies, so I'll be putting those in. And the batter is plenty sweet because the banana is sweet too. So, you know, when you're making your brownies, keep that in mind. Unless you like them really, really sweet. But this is sweet enough for me. Okay, so this is what the batter looks like. I'm going to grease a pan, and I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, it's all in the pan, and I grease this with a little baker's joy. And the good thing about this recipe is you can leak the bowl and you don't have to worry about it because there's no eggs in it. So I'm going to bake these, and I'm going to bake them at 350 for 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'm going to check them and see if they come out clean. These should be a fudgy brownie. So I'll bake these and then I'll be back. While I'm waiting for the brownies to bake, I dehydrated some banana peels. And I'm sure you're wondering why on earth I would want to do that, but I'm conducting another experiment here. So this is my banana peel that I just used for the brownies. And what I want to do is, I keep reading about how good banana peels are for your garden. So rather than just putting them out there like this and having, little critters get into them, what I want to do is grind these up, and they're very crisp. I want to grind them up into a powder, and then I'm going to put it with the eggshells that I showed you the other day, and some coffee grounds for acid-loving plants, and I'll leave out the coffee grounds for other plants. But I'm trying to eliminate some more waste. So I just thought I'd share that with you while I'm waiting. Well, here is the brownie. And it's a cake-like brownie. It's nice and moist. It's not fudgy, it's more cakey. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty good. I think I'd like the taste of it better without the stevia and just using the sugar and the maple syrup. But the texture of it's great. And I've had a couple pieces of it, and it's yummy. So anyway, next time you have a brown avocado and a ripe banana, give this a try. Alright, my friends, here's wishing you abundant blessings. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.